What's up, y'all? It's your boy Chuck Johnson, a.k.a. Kid Thunder. So I haven't posted a single video in 2.5 months. I've been extremely busy, you know, literally working my working my behind off and haven't really had much of a day off at my job, but it is what it is. But I just want to say this. I did get some really nice pickups along, as of recent history. And I'm going to show you what I got. So I end up getting this behemoth of a console, the PlayStation 5. Yes, I got a PlayStation 5 because obviously Prime Day was going on and things like that. But whatever, but even though it wasn't on sale for Prime Day, but now this thing is like easily obtainable because when this thingamabob first came out, evidently, it was not easy to obtain because the scalpers and all that kind of stuff were trying to grab them all up, and next thing they wanted to grab them all up, sell, and then resell them for double and triple the price and all that kind of stuff. But I'm glad, but now they're easily obtainable. Speaking of which, I actually like this particular controller right here. Like this controller design. But yeah, I ended up getting a PlayStation 5. And speaking of the PlayStation 5, I ended up getting R-Type Final 3 Evolved. Obviously, this is another shoot 'em up game. And, obviously, the way how I see it, I do feel that it's kind of like it's kind of like an extension to maybe R-Type Final 2. But at the same time, but then again, this does include R-Type Final 2 as well. This is the Deluxe edition right here. So, but yeah, I end up getting R-Type Final 3 Evolve. To be honest, when I first heard about this game from a friend of mine, literally that was like the main reason why I bought a PlayStation 5 to begin with. But I still got to figure out what are games I like on there too. So, and yeah, this is R-Type Final 3 Evolved for the PlayStation 5. I also ended up getting Assetto Corsa Competizione Day 1 Edition for the PlayStation 5. Now, I mean, I'm hoping I'm not butchering the pronunciation of the name, but to be honest, this is basically like Gran Turismo all of a sudden, a little bit. Now, I will say this: after playing this for a little bit, I gotta be honest and say that I kind of dislike it, but I think I would probably like it a lot more if I were to get that little steering wheel thingamajig for the PS5 as well, because for a game like this, which is basically like simulation racing game anyway, you definitely need a racing wheel for this. So But anyway, that is Assetto Corsa Competizione for the PlayStation 5. I also ended up getting Gal Guardian's Demon Purge for the Nintendo Switch. Now, this is an actual 2D side-scrolling action game, and what you and you can switch between the Kamizono siblings from Galgun, which I'm assuming. Now, it was made by developer Inti Creates, which previously worked on other games like the Gunvolt series, and Inti Creates also worked on Mega Man 9 and 10. By the way, which I think some people already know. Inti Creates, I mean the developer Inti Creates, composed of former Capcom employees, so which is true. But this is Gal Guardian's Demon Purge for the Nintendo Switch. I also ended up getting Andro Dunos 2 also for the Nintendo Switch. This is the sequel to the Neo Geo game, to the Neo Geo original, and is I've actually heard a lot of good things about it. So I and as a shoot 'em up fan, I definitely gotta I definitely like games like this anyway. So now I gotta be honest, I never really played the first. I I have to be honest, I never played the first game, the first Androdunas game, but but I do feel that. Oh, interestingly enough, according to the back of the box, it does mention the music composer Alistair Brimble, who previously worked on Team 17 titles for the Amiga, such as Project X, which, by the way, Project X is a shoot 'em up for the Amiga, and and Project X is basically similar to like Gradius. Maybe they need to bring Project X on the on modern consoles. But anyway, this is Androdunos 2 for the Nintendo Switch. And last but not least, I also ended up getting RayStorm X RayCrisis HD Collection for the Nintendo Switch. Now, I will say this: I like both of these shoot 'em ups to begin with. I've actually liked the orig. I've actually liked RayStorm a lot. I actually like RayStorm a lot more than I liked RayCrisis anyway. Or, and if you really think about it, I even liked its predecessor, Rayforce, which I believe Rayforce was literally came out in multiple different names depending on what region you stayed at. I know out here in America it came out. It came as, I mean, Rayforce originally came out as as Galactic Attack, and I believe in Japan it was known as Layer Section, if memory serves me right. But I actually, but the first time I've played RayStorm, I've played it on a PS1. So, and then later on I've played RayCrisis via via the PSP as well. But I mean, one thing I would say is this: like, I mean, I like both games, but I if I had to choose, I mean, between both of these, I think I'm gonna have to stick with RayStorm because the latter of the two, is a bit short, in my humble opinion. But I digress. But that is RayStorm X. But this is RayStorm X RayCrisis for the Nintendo Switch. And thank you for watching. As of now, this is Chuck Johnson, a.k.a. Kid Thunder. I am signing off. You guys take care. Keep playing your video games. Stay tuned for more.